Welcome to session 2 of Sharing Our Feelings. In the last lesson we learnt about physical and emotional needs of elders. Let's get back and listen to Seema further.
The second person is my Ravi Bhaiya. He lives with us. I call him Ravi Bhaiya and he calls my parents Bhaiya Bhabhi. I do not know what our relationship is, but he is a very loving brother. He is always ready to answer my questions. He never says, "I will tell you later." Ravi Bhaiya teaches in a college. The students of the college respect him a lot. A few of them come home to study from him. Ravi Bhaiya is very fond of listening to music and taking part in plays. He enjoys chatting with his friends and going out with them. He has a good sense of humor and makes all of us laugh. Bhaiya carries a white stick when he goes out. Looking at him, moving around in the house, no one can say that he cannot see. He likes to do all his work himself. If someone tries to help him against his wish, he gets angry. Whenever he needs any help, he asks for it. Some of Bhaiya's students take books from him and return them after recording them on tapes. Ravi Bhaiya listens to these tapes. Bhaiya has many other books too. The pages of these books are thick and have rows of raised points, dots. He reads by running his fingers on the raised dots. To have fun with Bhaiya, I sometimes change the place of his stick. He does get upset but never gets angry. After all, I am his favorite sister, Seema. I had hardly reached the door that Bhaiya spoke up.
Seema, you seem to be very happy today.
Bhaiya recognizes not only me but all the other family members from the sound we make as we move. He can even tell whether I am happy or sad. Bhaiya. Finally, I am in the football team. I shared my news with him. He patted me and said lovingly,
"From today, you are my football coach."
You observed from Seema's narration how Ravi Bhaiya, though blind, carries out a normal life as a college teacher. He has extraordinary perception towards sound and touch, through which he is able to sense the feelings of others around him. Let's answer the following questions from the textbook. How does Ravi Bhaiya come to know so many things without seeing?
Even though Ravi Bhaiya can't see, he has developed extraordinary sense of perception to hear and touch over a period of time. As Seema says, Bhaiya recognizes not only me but all the other family members from the sound we make as we move. He can even tell whether I am happy or sad. So with the perception of sound and touch, Ravi Bhaiya comes to know of so many things around him.
Excellent observation. How do we help those people who cannot see?
Even though people are blind, they become almost self-independent with the help of the stick. But they still find difficulty in crossing the road, boarding a vehicle and such activities that require eyesight. We must hold their hand and assist them in such situations.
You read in the story that Ravi Bhaiya cannot see. But he does all his work on his own. He studies from a different kind of books. Hope you played blindfold game in your school along with friends to understand how he is able to do his work. You can also do this at home by blindfolding yourself for half a day, and taking help of your family members to move around.
Yes, the activity was very interesting and I learnt a lot. With this activity I realized it is possible to recognize objects by touch and feel. Also we can recognize people and their movement by listening to our surroundings with focus.
How many things can you recognize by only touching?
I can recognize several things by touching and feeling the shape. I can recognize book, school bag, pen, banana, and my mother by just touching.
Close your eyes and listen. What sounds can you hear?
Oh, that is wonderful. I am able to recognize the sounds of laughter, person walking, baby crying, dog panting, and birds.
Similarly, with practice, you can identify from the sound the person and also guess what activity they are performing. By just smelling, can you guess if it is someone close to you?
I am not sure about this. I have never tried to smell someone.
Well, each person has a distinct body odor. It is possible to recognize people with smell. Sense of smell is very intense in dogs. Police take help of dogs to find thieves by tracing their smell.
Mr. Wiz, you have seen that Ravi Bayer reads special type of books. How are these books made? Who first thought of these books? I am very curious to know.
There is a special way of reading and writing for people who cannot see. It is called Braille. Louis Braille belonged to France. One day, when he was 3 years old, he was playing with his father's tools. Suddenly, a pointed tool hurt his eyes. He lost his eyesight. He had a keen interest in studies. He did not give up. He kept thinking of different ways to read and write. Finally, he found a way, reading by touching and feeling. This way of reading later came to be known as the Braille script. In this type of a script, a row of raised dots are made on a thick paper. Because these dots are raised, they can be read by running the fingers on them. This script is based on 6 points. The Braille script has undergone many changes these days. This has made reading and writing simpler. Braille can now also be written using the computer and Braille pad. In this session, we learnt how blind people perceive their surroundings using sense of touch, smell and hearing, and share their feelings of self-confidence. We also learnt how audio and Braille books are available for blind to study. With this, we have come to the end of session 2.